Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am excited to share this one with you today. If you're like us and you left your Christmas stuff up a little bit longer, maybe you're still cleaning around some of the Christmas clutter. Though it's fun, it definitely adds a lot to our spaces, and so we're just getting things tidied up today. And in my next video, I will be taking down the Christmas stuff, but we have surely enjoyed it. So you can tell we have been just enjoying being home together, having this Christmas break, and definitely making some messes together. So it's time to clean them up. If you're in need of some cleaning motivation and inspiration, this one is for you. Today I'm starting off my cleaning time with getting a load in the washer and changing my first load over to the dryer. That is always a good use of time. If I know I'm going to be doing another task, I try to keep in mind that I can double up on some things just by having a load of laundry going, or even the dishwasher if that needs to be run. Now today my kitchen is kind of disheveled, so I'm going to have to load that also. But I start here in my bedroom because this is a quick win. So I just straightened my bed up. I had just changed the sheets, and so it just needed to be made and tidied up. It feels good to have the room fresh and clean with the bed made, and I do this almost every morning. It's definitely a good first win of the day, and if you haven't tried this, I would encourage you this in this new year. Just things like this where you can tidy up a small space with a big bang. It really sets the tone for the day, and it's worth the effort. Now getting into the dining room, I need to put some things away. We've been playing lots of board games this holiday break, and some of those pieces were out, so I went ahead and tucked those away in our game cabinet. And one of my daughters had brought in some rocks that she wanted to paint, and so since it wasn't rock painting time anymore, I set those out on our front patio. That way she can gather them again if she wants to paint again. But rock painting has also been one of our fun activities. I'm just quickly wiping everything down and going to straighten up the dining room so that we can have this space tackled and back kind of to a reset. Now, I'm starting with the easiest rooms today, and sometimes I do this when I'm cleaning the whole house. I'll start with the easy ones first. That way, if I get off track, at least I've gotten a few easy wins under my belt. I do have to get to the kitchen today because if not, we will not have any dishes to eat on. We're seriously to that point, but we will get there. So I'm getting this quick win taken care of. The table reset with the placemats out makes everything look so tidy and just keeps me motivated and keeps me moving. What are your easiest rooms to clean? I'd love to hear that down in the comments. Maybe it's something I hadn't thought of. Honestly, we have a small hall bathroom that would be so easy to clean, but I always put it off till the end because I just don't enjoy cleaning the bathrooms as much as spaces that I can see more readily. So let me know, what are your easy wins in your home? You might be wondering, where's my family? Well, they've been working on other things. I have them upstairs in their room, and now while I'm working on the dining room, they're out front getting ready for a freeze that is headed our way. This was before that big cold snap we had right at Christmas time. And yeah, we had to cover some of our trees. We live in a tropical area. I think our zone is 8B, and so our plants are just not ready for a freeze. So we did cover our mango tree. It took a lot of damage 2 years ago when we had a freeze, and we just didn't want to see that happen again. So it was a little bit of work for them. It's a pretty big tree, but they got a good portion of it covered, and it actually passed through the freeze without sustaining any damage, and it's flowering right now, so we're super happy about that. Now I'm back in the kitchen and just starting off by putting things away and clearing the counter. You know, I've heard that quote, clutter breeds clutter. So if you have a little bit of clutter on your countertop, it's going to attract more. So yes, that is very true. And before I knew it, our whole counter was just covered with just stuff that needed to be put away. I tend to try and keep the counter space, especially this island that sticks out, clear during the week, except for maybe a vase of flowers or a fruit bowl, because if it has a little bit of stuff stashed here, people will just keep adding to it. And before I know, the counter is just full of stuff. So I am quickly getting all of those things put back in their respective homes, and then I'm going to get onto the dishes. I'm going to load up the dishwasher and then wash by hand anything that's left, and it just feels so good to tackle the kitchen like this and get it back to a clean, cleared space that I enjoy being in. You can see here that I am tackling the cup problem. I don't know if you have a cup problem in your house, but with 8 people in our household, people just tend to grab more cups and jars and coffee mugs until they're all dirty and all used up. And it's a pretty annoying issue to have in my estimation, but I'm trying not to take it too personally. And my solution for this was to get some of these stackable cups. You can find them at Target, Walmart, and to write their name in permanent marker on the outside of the cups. Now, we have done this before, and it lasts as long as the names stay on the cups. Now, eventually, even though it's permanent marker, it does get rubbed off, and I haven't found a solution for that. But after this, I did go ahead and write the names freshly on the cup so everyone can see their name, and just set those out. So we tend to wash them once a day when they're like that, and otherwise they have a spot on the counter where everyone returns their cup to so they can find it when they need it. Now, I filled up the dishwasher and the whole rack was cups, so that's a lot of cups. Maybe we should just have less in our inventory, but I'm gonna go ahead and wash the rest of the dishes by hand and put them out on the counter here to dry while I'm finishing up other things. This has been a good solution for me, and then we usually just try and put away the dishes, all of them, in the dishwasher and on the counter when the dishwasher cycle is done. So that's been our routine for keeping the dishes put away so that we can use them again. And actually, one of our kids rotates through being the dishwasher at each meal. So I'm thinking about kind of revamping this part of our chore plan to where each person does their own dishes, and then one person can help with the extra dishes, like anything that was used for cooking. Usually I just do the cooking dishes, but anyway, just brainstorming a way to change that around that works for our family in this season. And I really do want each of them to take responsibility for the dishes that they're using so that we don't end up with such a pile. Now, it is vacation time, and it's nice to just be able to take a break from the regular chores, but when we do take a break, we end up with a lot more mess to clean up, especially with so many people in the house. So work in progress as always, and that's okay. One thing I have loved for the holiday season this year is having fresh and new dish towels. So for Thanksgiving, I had a couple fresh dish towels. I think one said "Be thankful always." And then for Christmas, I have some that say "Rejoice." This red one has "Rejoice" and a little embroidered flower ring, and then the other one is just printed "Rejoice." And I think they're so pretty. They just really brighten up my kitchen, and maybe I'm the only one who notices and appreciates it, but it is so worth it to me. So I've enjoyed that. And then when the season's over, I typically launder and then put those in my Christmas bin, so I'll have them for the following year. And that's what I had done in previous years, but mine were well worn, so it was time to add to it this year. So 2022 brought us a couple new kitchen towels.
Where would I go? Where would I be if I could not walk with him? I'm in his hands, he carries me home, frees me from all.
Now on to the classic Fly Lady tip of shining my sink. So I just gave my sink a good wipe down. It feels really good to have all the dishes in the kitchen done and just drying. And in the meantime, I'm giving my kitchen sink a light scrub and just a thorough wipe down. So it feels good to have the faucet shiny and even drying out the sink so that it's just fresh and shiny and not such a temptation to pile stuff in here without taking care of it first. So always a satisfying shot shining the sink. Do you shine your sink? Now this is one thing I learned from Fly Lady that I have stuck with. So let me know if you do this too. Today I'm doing just a quick wipe down of the glass range top here, and you know, it's a little bit of a love-hate relationship with the way this stove is built. It can be a little tedious to clean, but it's always nice to wipe down and have it just that shiny surface. I was using just a cleaning wipe today. I've also used a glass cleaner, just simple things like that, and it comes out looking pretty nice. Now I do have to remove the grate covers and clean out under there pretty much weekly, or it just collects too many crumbs, but it's manageable. So I do like this gas range top, and I am thinking about doing a different style one in the future, one that has a griddle or a place to insert that piece. Let me know if you have any good tips for when shopping for a new range top. The reason that I do consider that is one of my burners elements doesn't work anymore, but I still have 4, which I always had 4 before, so that works just fine for me. And then quickly sweeping up the kitchen, which our kitchen gets pretty dirty just because the back door is right here. The kids are in and out of the backyard, and you know, just normal kitchen things that get dropped on the floor. So just quickly sweeping up everything from my kitchen and dining room, and it feels so good having this area fresh and clean again.
There I find the comfort in your spirit, and every day you sing it over me like water. My love runs free. Oh, there is nothing.
I do have a couple new Dollar Tree finds in the house, and this is one of them. It's actually adhesive backed, and I've had it up here for about 3 or 4 weeks now, and it is holding just perfect. It holds my light broom and dustpan, and I've even put a second broom up there, and it holds just fine, hasn't fallen off the wall. I have to admit I was surprised by that, but very happy that it's worked out so well. Also, the little sponge holder in my sink is from Dollar Tree, and I'm pretty happy with that purchase as well. Now onto the living room, just getting things straightened up. This white couch, I really have been thinking about tea staining the sofa covers. The entire thing is slip covered. It's an IKEA couch that is no longer in production, and so I've really thought about how I can kind of give this white couch an upgrade so that it does have a little bit longer life with so many little ones in the house. And that's pretty much it for today. Let me show you some of my Christmas ornaments. We added this Texas star, one of the kids made this year, and it just feels good to have things back in order. The dining room is clean, the kitchen, the living room, so all of our main living areas, and then the kids were upstairs earlier straightening up their room, and I got to go through my room and get that back in order. So it just feels good to have the house nice and fresh while we're still enjoying our time on vacation, and we will be back to school tomorrow. All right, I'll see you in the next one, and goodbye.
Holy